moral of the story is don't ever make people with any mystical powers, because that doesn't usually end well. The locker room as a concept is an interesting thought that offshoots a lot of different theories. It's kind of similar to a dystopia in that you have all little tangents your mind can go off about how it operates or how this very specific thing works in this world. And locker room is basically just that. It's like, what happens if I create money that disappears after a day? What happens if I create a woman that disappears after a day? What happens if I create myself that disappears after a day? And the list just goes on and on and on and on. As long as your mind can keep generating ideas, you can keep digging yourself down the rabbit hole. And the ending kind of leaves us with that philosophical implications of it all. Because he's creating a new version of himself every day. Because he decided to wish a girl into existence who wished him into existence. So in order to keep himself alive, he has to make himself new every day. Which is just... that's a conversation that is way too long for me and way too in-depth for me to think about. Because there is the point of, like, he's making a new self every day, so is that really him? But then also you get that it is still him as a person. It's just... I don't know. I'm already confused and I'm kind of just... my brain pooped out. Personally, I think I'd just be too concerned about the locker room having some, like, secret hidden condition, because I feel like every time there's something that sounds good, it's never that good. But I'd probably do what he did, which is, like, accidentally wish for something. But I think it's just an interesting thing to think about, and it's definitely one of those manga where you could just, like, get your friends and, like, all be vaguely intoxicated and argue about for like a night and then go on with your life as if it never really mattered. And I think stories like that are interesting. I think they're fun for a discussion, but they're also kind of heavily dependent on how deep you're willing to go into that hole. And I think Locker Room has those, though for me personally I never really felt like I wanted to dig down that hole. I kind of finished it and was like, that was an interesting thought. Now I'm going to move on with my life. And I've thought more about it while I've been writing this, but I'm not going to spend hours about how X thing would work. But if you want to do that, that's fine. On the other hand, the billion lions versus all Pokemon debate. That's my thought stuck in my head that I keep trying to reason out to no avail. Which is, it's a great time. Would recommend.